Hello, I'm Ricky J. Welcome back for another video and welcome back to my channel. The previous video we did regarding anything that comes with America and the military is 5 reasons why you shouldn't mess with the United States. A lot of you guys appreciate that, and a lot of you guys came with some awesome suggestions. And there was one in particular that really caught my eye really a lot. And it was suggested by HR1 Meg. I just slapped my phone right into my monitor. Shit happens when you're live. Well, you can record it, you can just edit it out. Won't do that, I'm too lazy. The video we're gonna watch is something really cool that I did not know about. It seemed to be an older video. I guess we're gonna find out. I'm trying to find when it was. Hopefully we can find that out. The video is the day the Swedish Air Force Viggen saved the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird. Blackbird is a fantastic aircraft, and so is Viggen, of course. You guys seem to know a lot about this, and I'm looking forward to this one. It's about 15.5 minute long. Before we do that, we say I think it's the same cat, the previous video. Hilarious. That's her favorite spot. I got 3 of them, and that is, I think that's Maya. Anyway, let's actually continue doing this. I'm sorry about that. Before we watch the video, I would like to thank my supporters, the awesome people of Recky J. And we're going to start with the channel members. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. And of course, we have the patrons. Boom. That's the list right there. Guys, mean everything for me. You guys are the reason why I'm doing this. Thank you so much. And we have the Supreme Tier Donators over by Patreon. They get a shout out. Sean Pearson, buddasquirrel, and David Bangtson. If you want to become one of the awesome people, there's a mighty link in the description. The links of all links. Everything that is Recky is on that link. Or click join to get exclusive content and, of course, some love in the comment section. Your suggestions will be priority. Exclusive content, stuff like that. And if you want to check out Patreon, the link will be in the comment section. Either your choice. Or you can just smack the like and, of course, hit that subscribe to become a wrecker. That's what I like to call my subscribers. Without further ado, let's go ahead. Oh, that's an old song. Oh, yeah, by the way, I need to subscribe to this channel. I always subscribe. If there's anything new, I always subscribe. I think that's the courtesy you need to do. That's it. Gotta hit subscribe, basically.
These 2 United States Air Force pilots are preparing for a highly classified mission and will fly the fastest, highest flying aircraft ever, the SR-71.
SR-71 is Blackbird, right?
Unofficially known as the Blackbird, it's a long-range, advanced strategic reconnaissance aircraft.
Okay, I don't know if it's the aircraft. There's a bunch of aircrafts out there. I'm just gonna Lockheed, the Blackbird. Is that the one that can do like this with the engines like this? Blackbird? Or is it the one that looks like a spaceship? Could be the spaceship one.
Today was just a routine, regular mission to fly their aircraft at high altitudes while gathering imagery on key Russian bases, such as the Soviet Navy's Northern Fleet on the Kola Peninsula. Today, something will go wrong. The Blackbird, flown by Lieutenant Colonels Dwayne Knoll and Tom Veltri, is a day they will not forget. The events of that day were only declassified in 2018.
It's the one that looks like a spacecraft.
This is the story of how Sweden's Air Force Viggen fighter jet pilots saved an SR-71 and its stricken crew.
How? I'm trying to imagine what happened. So the aircraft malfunctioned. Did they get shot down? And how did the Viggen actually save them? Swedish pilots or pilot? weird. It's amazing. I'm very, very curious, I gotta tell you. Holy crap, it's louder than...
On the 29th of June, 1987,
87.
we were flying an SR-71 sortie through the Baltic. It was a pretty normal sortie that we'd flown many times before. However, on this day, we had a little problem. The right engine on the aircraft blew up,
Oh shit.
exploded, just as we were about to make our turn back to the south. We handled the emergency, going straight ahead for a few minutes, but then turned south. Airplane, although we started off at 80,000 feet, when we lost the right engine, we fell about 40,000 feet in less than a minute.
Holy crap.
Finally, we started our left turn back to the south and decided to head straight for Gotland Island, and because we knew we could
Swedish
be in trouble.
Island.
And when I say that, the aircraft flies pretty good on one engine, but not at Mach 3 and not at 80,000 feet. So by the time we leveled off at about 25,000 feet, we were going about 380 knots, and we didn't know what to expect, but we knew we could be in trouble.
I was a squadron commander as Fighter Wing 13, responsible for the Viggens intercepting the SR-71. We operated very much in the Baltic Sea, and we had many contacts with SR-71. But we understood that it was a very severe situation with an SR-71 going down over Swedish territory. We were afraid it was going to crash, and we ordered the Viggens to contact it, intercept, and to follow it, escort through the Baltic Sea. It was a very severe situation.
Wow. Wow.
With Blackbird in problems outside Russia, going in over Swedish territory, and also leaving Swedish territory, going over the southern Baltic Sea, very close to East Germany. And we ordered 2 fighter Viggens and QRA Viggens with weapons on board to follow, to be very near the SR-71 on its way south to NATO. I think it's very important. It's very important because it's about the relations between the nations and its security policy and the meaning of what we represent in the US Air Force and the Swedish Air Force.
God, they're right.
At that time, but also today. And today it's very important that we remember what happened and the roles we had, but it's mutual respect and to be professional.
It wasn't too much after we leveled off that we looked out the left window, and there were 2 fighter aircraft coming at us from the east in the direction of the Soviet Union. First thought was, this could be it. We didn't know what the Soviets' intent could have been, but we knew it probably wasn't good. And as the aircraft got closer, I kept looking, and I recognized these aren't Soviet markings, and it's not a Soviet jet. And I got a little closer, and I saw the Swedish markings and knew it was a Swedish Viggen, 2 Swedish Viggens. They had actually
I got goosebumps.
responded to our emergency
I got goosebumps.
squawk in the aircraft, and they rendezvoused with us and escorted us, continued south. It wasn't more than a few minutes after the Swedish aircraft pulled on our left wing that a MiG-25 pulled up to a couple miles to the left of them.
Oh shit.
My role, I was the commander of the first, what do you call it, wing pair that came out in the area. We were doing a formal practice peacetime operation, and we were asked from the fighter controller if we could make an identification of an aircraft with a special interest. We started to get southbound to intercept what I thought was the SR-71, who normally flew around the Baltic Sea and head out southbound between the island, Öland and Gotland. So we make heading for the southern part of the island Öland to make a northbound 180 attack on the SR-71. But as soon as I asked if he could state position, he said that, where is he? He said it was 30 kilometers north of Hoburg. I thought that must be wrong because he should have meant 30 kilometers north of Gotska Sandön. So I asked him again, can you state position? And he said, Hoburg. And I asked him then, do you mean that he's over Swedish territory? Yes, he said. So then we went supersonic back to him and find him in the clouds south of Hoburg. I identified him and I stayed behind on top because it was very interesting to see that aircraft from above. So I stayed behind and over him, and my wingman, Christian, stayed on his right side to make some out of his aircraft number.
I was the wingman to the first two aircraft that came into the SR-71. Okay, I came in to get the numbers, and I said to myself, this man is in trouble, in real trouble. So I thought that he was going to declare an emergency and turn in over Sweden, but they kept on going south. And we took the numbers and so on, and we were unarmed at that time. We were just there for practicing. And
I think that's an AFK Norrköping. So I think it's a soccer team. It is a soccer team. I think it's Norrköping.
And all this occurred. And then the QR pair was inbound, and we were running on bingo fuel. So we turned back to our
bingo
base.
fuel. Never heard that one before.
And that's basically what happened.
My role, I was the squadron commander for 62 squadron, number 62 squadron, and we were responsible for the QRA unit. And that very morning I was one of the pilots flying. I had a wingman who is not here today, but Bo, and we was handling the QRA pair based in Ängelholm on the west coast of Sweden. So that's what's my role that very morning. First of all, I was a little surprised because I was asked to raise the alert from 5 minutes to jump into the aircraft. And as soon as I got into the aircraft, scramble. And I understood that this must be quite urgent. Because
it's amazing, man. It's really crazy.
It was a drizzle, foggy.
Oh, no.
So I was not sure we could get back to the base after taking off. So my first reaction was, this must be very important.
The balls
so
on this guy.
Started up eastwards, climbed to roughly 20,000 feet, flew as fast as I could above the territory because I couldn't get supersonic not close enough. And then it took just a few minutes and then I was in the Baltic. Got the SR-71 in sight, and it was really tricky to reduce the speed because it was flying quite slow. So I had to make a big turn. So I know the guys from the SR-71, I thought we were coming from the east, but we came from the west. So I had to go on. I went on to the SR-71 on its right side because I didn't know if they were aware that we were there. So I just did a flyby quite close to the cockpit, showed my national registration, and went backward, and my wingman went forward. And we kept that position and followed him for 6 minutes, I think. And then we had to abort the mission when we came to Danish territory, so we had to go back to our base.
Found out later from NSA that they were under orders to force us to land. They wanted the aircraft or to shoot us down. So without the Swedish Viggens rendezvousing with us and escorting us, we wouldn't have made it home alive.
Wow.
Again, we're here today to celebrate and pay, to recognize the amazing courage and valor of the 4 Swedish pilots. And I say 4 because initially it was 2, but they were starting to run out of fuel and ended up having to go back to their home base when 2 other Swedish Viggens came.
Oh, I'm getting overwhelmed here.
Continued south and then to the west towards West Germany, which is where we landed. Again, I don't think they knew the threat that was, or what had actually happened at the time. They just knew they saw an SR-71 in trouble, and they came to our rescue. Again, I found out from NSA later on that the Russians or the Soviets had actually launched as many as 20 aircraft, hoping that the Viggens would have to pull off and we would be all alone. And they would have, well, I wouldn't be here today telling you this story, so that's why.
Wow.
It's so great to be able to recognize the events of that day and what the Swedish Viggen pilots did. I gave them all a hug and thanked them. I said, it's not often that you get to actually meet somebody that saved your life. And I asked them, I said, have you ever had someone save your life? And they said, well, I'm not sure. Well, I know exactly who saved my life, and I'm with them right now. So I would like to add one thing. My front seater pilot, Dwayne Knoll, was not able to be here today. He had just had back surgery, but he wanted to make sure that everyone knew he sends his not just regards, but also his congratulations and thank you to the Swedish pilots as well.
As responsible for the intercept, the command structure, high-level management on Sweden when this happened. And we got so worried because if you have this at 70,000 feet and it goes down with a descent speed of 40,000 feet a minute.
That's insane. That's
going down. It's not going like this. It's going like this. And then they managed to recover, and we were very worried that it was going to crash. And we felt the responsibility also to handle the situation. And there is a meaning of that we ordered the Viggens to be very close to the SR-71 on this very dangerous way out of the Baltic. Like that.
I'm getting a bit emotional here because this is true brotherhood between two nations.
This is a fantastic opportunity to see what's happening. It's great, actually. It's more than 30 years ago.
We really love it.
Amazing to be here.
We love this.
Great opportunity to say thank you and to see the guys who were there.
Like I said, I'm getting really overwhelmed. I mean, the way the American pilots said is it's just amazing. Every word he said, I hung on to every word they all said at all times, and I was choked up. Wonderful. Oh my God, look at that painting. Huh.
Very, first of all, very honored to get the Indian medal, and I'm really astonished that what happened 31 years ago should end up in a ceremony like this.
They actually got a medal from the United States too, and that's what I'm talking about. And they have an anniversary for it. I mean, this is a big thing, and I didn't know this, but I'm proud now to be a Swede. I'm proud to be a friend of United States. Two good nations with lots of humanity and valor.
Never could imagine.
No, get that. That is.
After more than 30 years of highly classified missions, the United States Air Force permanently retired the SR-71 in 1998.
Oh my God. I already did subscribe. The link for the channel we just watched is in the description, as well as the video we just watched. I'm all choked up here. I'm going to be I am choked up. That was a fantastic, really, really good suggestion. And of course to HR1Mag, thank you so much for the suggestions. If you have anything else you want me to check out, please leave a link. Oh, don't use any link. Just write the name of the video you want me to watch. If you use links, YouTube is going to block it and it's going to disappear into the world of shit. And I always like to answer as many comments as I possibly want. Just skip the links. Just write the name of it as it says on YouTube, and I will probably find it that way instead. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, smack the like and, of course, hit subscribe. If you want to become one of the awesome people, click join to become a member or check out my Patreon in the comment section. Until next time, stay safe. Thank you for watching.